What's up? Welcome to PowerDrift, guys. Now we are going to be spending a brilliant couple of hours with a brilliant fast bike and the same fast breath. I need to be telling you that we are going to be rushing through things, coming straight to the crux of what the proud RC Rabbit Raccoons are all about. Ladies and gentlemen, PowerDrift's first take, first impression of the RC 390 and the RC 200 starts now. But to begin with, the intake air routing has changed entirely on the RC 390. The front fork, well, the rake has been steepened a bit, which means the front wheel has been brought closer to the center of the bike. This results in an overall reduction of the wheelbase of the bike, which aids in better handling characteristics. So the RC 390, surprisingly, even with its fairing, has higher ground clearance than the Duke 390, which also results in a higher center of gravity for the bike. Steering inputs are going to be a lot more responsive on the RC 390 than on the Duke 390.
The RC is definitely one of the best bikes I've ridden after the R15, and it's just so nimble and turns quickly, and the front end feel is very nice.
The front suspension is a WP suspension. It's the same as on Duke 390, but then the travel on this bike has been reduced for a more stiffer feel at the front. The rear suspension, once again, it's the same as on the Duke 390, but then this one gets preload adjustments.
Even though the front forks are not adjustable, still they feel very planted, and even if you jam on the brakes, still the front end dive is very progressive.
The brakes on this bike, they are most definitely very adequate for the sort of speeds that the bike can do. And then of course there's also the safety net of ABS.
Midfielders are downright sticky from the first lap onwards. I mean, no need to heat them up or anything. Like, these are the stickiest tires available on any Indian bike. Right. MRFs were a bit jittery in the first few laps on the RC 200. This gearbox exactly same as the Duke 390.
Okay.
And the long corners, like, one gear is never enough. No matter what gear you choose, you have to shift it in the corner.
Okay. That's so because this is a 375cc engine, which has a lot of mid-range, but I believe it has no top end of a race bike. So once you're past the mid-range, you might have to shift up. Is that what you mean?
Exactly. Yeah. The foot pegs were scraping sometimes. They are like, you just need a rear set.
Coming over to the front, you have projector headlamps, very handy, and then also DRLs. Now, the weird thing about these DRLs is that they're not always on. Of course, they're always on if you happen to switch the button on. Now, aggressive steering geometry usually comes with a trade-off, sacrificing straight-line stability in a bike. But then Akash here bets that the RC 390 will have a firm footing even in a straight line. We would love to pit it against the Kawasaki Ninja 300 in a drag race, but that's for later. For now, the national champion atop an RC 390 testing for a speedo indicated 0 to 60, 0 to 100, and then of course a top whack. Ready, Akash? Our time here is over, and we thank Bajaj for letting us test the bike at their test facility. Stay tuned and subscribe to PowerDrift for the next time when Sergeant Shaylaker, our test rider, will be frolicking around on what is perhaps his next bike. Will he end up buying the RC 390? Well, we don't know, but we shall find it out in our comprehensive review. Until then, guys, goodbye.